this one's on transparency and disclosure. And this was asked a number of times as well. So I'm not sure who this one came in from, but the question is, how important is it for organizations to disclose when AI has been used in decision-making content or content creation? And this is something we deal with internally in our business as well through the teams. What governance implications are being transparent about AI usage?
Transparency is essential, and it is also important to explain what you use the tools for, and that there was still an expert review of that information before it was used.
But what if you're a small business, Simon, and you haven't got experts to review things, and you're a line manager and you're asking your team for content, and the content comes back and you're not sure where it's come from?
Well, ask them. I mean, the line manager, even in a small company, needs to be competent and know what's sound and what's perhaps suspicious. Ask more questions of the people. Ask questions of ChatGPT. Can you provide some examples? So you don't just say, "Oh, I got this from ChatGPT." It's you're
Right.
using ChatGPT as an enabler. It does not replace your critical thinking. It does not replace your expertise and your knowledge of the industry and a particular company.
100% agree. And you can always tell when something's been written by ChatGPT, right? Unless someone is really, really good at it and knows how to train the model to speak in their tone of voice and has then gone in with Canvas and edited it and changed it. There is, ChatGPT is going to give you, or whichever tool you're using, Claude, Copilot, they're going to give you a level of answer which is good, but you always need to have that human element as well, which is that critical thinking, it's that review, it's that value add. I think it's really important, even in a small business, that you are transparent about the fact that you are using that thoughtful blend of human and artificial intelligence, which I call hybrid intelligence. Really important that you're using both sides of it. But again, with a larger organization, as we were talking about earlier, your shareholders, your stakeholders are going to want to understand, and your regulators are going to want to understand where you are using AI and where you're using Gen AI. And actually that explainability and auditability is really, really critical for larger boards of larger organizations to be thinking about. Don't assume the regulators aren't going to come after this just because they're not active yet. They're coming. They're thinking about it. Regulators may not always be the first cab off the rank around these things, but they're already starting to look at it and review it, and they will be coming in. So you're far better as an organization to think of your AI journey with that lens of how are we explaining our AI? How are we auditing it? So when the regulators come in, it's already built the right way rather than trying to retrofit it later.
Right. Alexa, I heard you in the background there. Do you want to comment?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, I agree with everything both Simon and Helen have said. It is important for our reputational and compliance risks. I also think it comes back to our AI acceptable use policy, and that's where we can embed our values inside our organization of, what matters to us in our use and how we're going about day-to-day disclosures of those transparency for our customers or internally or our external regulators as well. So not only the AI acceptable use policy, but also developing an AI disclosure policy, potentially defining when and how AI usage is communicated as well. So that's my final thoughts on that one.
Thanks, Alexa.